Welcome back to Butterfly Effect Tarot. My name is Lorraine, and today's topic is which of your most attractive attributes do others tend to notice the most? There are going to be three piles, and the timestamps for each pile will be in the description box in the comment section below. Of course, if the readings resonate, please feel free to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments if you choose. For all of my subscribers and returning viewers, as always, thank you. I greatly appreciate your support and positive energy. For newer viewers, welcome. And if interested after this video, you can return to my channel. There are other videos, topics, and readings there as well. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into each one of your messages. Welcome to your reading pile one regarding which of your most attractive attributes do others notice about you? So I've already pre-shuffled. I generally do pull 5 cards. 6 came out for this group, so we will identify those and then we'll get into your message. So the first card out is the Strength card, followed by the Ace of Cups, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Ten of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is the Knight of Swords. So this group, you are being viewed as someone who is high valued woman, high valued man. With this Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Wands energy out here, first and foremost, one of your most attractive attributes would more than likely be your physical appearance, how you see yourself, as I always say, is not conducive all the time with how others see you. The Queen of Pentacles is, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. It's just energy. But the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is well put together. This is a very elegant and refined, attractive individual. This is someone who generally smells nice, looks nice, with this Ace of Wands paired with that. Wands is about fire, passion, intensity, sensuality. The Queen of Pentacles is also someone who can be very sensual. So this is a group that is being viewed as, again, kind of reserved, conservative, very demure, but very fiery, passionate, intense, sexy, seductive, sultry. The intensity and the passion is kind of it's like an undertoned energy. So again, even though your energy is well refined and very well put together and reserved, unassuming, right, with the Queen of Pentacles, there is an air about you that can come across as almost enticing, right? Like maybe the way you walk can be very sensual. The way you speak, your voice, it could be very seductive. The way the tone of voice, or the way you enunciate your words. But there's a beautiful balance here in these cards. Now, when we go to the beginning of the reading, when we see the Strength card coming out with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, strength is about inner strength, physical strength. It's about having influence and power and authority to kind of make things happen, to overcome obstacles. This is the energy of being very courageous and bold. And then we have the Ace of Cups. This is about emotional new beginnings. It's about emotional stability, intuitive energy. And the Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings in our career, our finances, our sense of security, our structure. Now, I do feel like for this group, perhaps you are someone who either is or you are meant to be, or people are viewing you this way as someone who is meant to break some sort of generational cycle within your lineage, right? Because we have the Ten of Cups that comes out after the Ace of Pentacles. And with the Strength card and the two aces that I mentioned, this is denoting someone who is creating a whole new emotional type of dynamic, right? Because you have the Ace of Cups, and then the Ten of Cups comes out in the following card after the Ace of Pentacles. So this is denoting someone that, for example, when you were growing up, maybe there was not a lot of nurturing, loving, kind, attentive energy in the home for some of you. For others of you, it could mean that also there was no financial stability. Maybe there was struggle. There was always worries about the bills, or maybe your parents or the people that raised you had to focus so much on work and building, and making sure money comes in, that they couldn't focus on being attentive and nurturing and loving and supportive, or vice versa. But either way, it's like you're kind of balancing out both. People are viewing you as someone who is very independent, very driven, very passionate. There's a beautiful balance here of spiritual and material, abundance. Somebody who is not just focused on money, because the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is loving. She is nurturing, right? This is the energy of someone who is focused on business, but also focused on home. The Queen of Pentacles is also, usually a working parent. So some of you could be parents, and people are viewing the way that you show up as a parent, where you provide, you take care of business. Some of you are actual business owners, but you also show up in your child's life as an emotional support system. So I do feel like a lot of you are generational cycle breakers, right? And the people who are observing you and who are viewing these physical attributes about you and viewing them as attractive are people that are aware of this. They're seeing you as someone who is creating a whole new, lineage, or shifting, different energies in their lineage. There's a lot of aces. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Ace of Wands. Aces are new beginnings. Okay, so I do feel like for this group, there's something you're doing different. Like either you're the first, I don't know, maybe you're the first millionaire, or you're meant to be, or maybe people are viewing you as potentially moving into this, or maybe you're just the first person in your family to be a business owner or to have a successful company. Maybe you're the first person in your family to, with this Ten of Cups, create a actual stable home where there's love and support and happiness and positivity. And for some of you, you could be a single parent or somebody who takes care of other people by yourself. So like you're expected to provide for yourself, but also be a financial and emotional support system to those around you. Because with the Ten of Cups, this is usually like, this is our family. This is our foundation. It's usually a happy one. And the Queen of Pentacles is very independent, very confident, and somebody who makes things happen generally by herself. So it's like they're seeing you as someone who is creating a happy home, a happy life, a successful home, a successful life. And they're seeing you as someone who is able to overcome, different things that are put in your way to basically set you back. So for example, if you don't come from a rich background, if you don't come from a stable background emotionally or financially, but now you're a parent, or you are taking care of your parents or someone else or just yourself, but now you're creating emotional stability and tapping into your own intuition, being emotionally intelligent. Now you're creating finances for yourself where you can rely on yourself. You don't have to struggle or worry about money, or your children or your lineage doesn't, or your parents don't, or it's just an energy here of somebody who has it all. Okay, now how you view yourself again is on you. But we have swords energy out here with the Knight of Swords at the bottom. We have wands, we have pentacles, and we have cups. For this group, this is Empress, Emperor energy. Okay, for my feminine, you are showing up as an Empress. This is what's attractive. They're seeing you as somebody that embodies every energy in tarot. And for the masculines, this would be the Emperor, every king in tarot. So this is just the energy of somebody who is focused, you're passionate, you're driven, you're refined. There's a balance of masculine and feminine energy here. These are people that are about business, but they're also about home. This is the energy of somebody who is able to balance a work-life balance, right? Or somebody who is focused on creating something like that. It's like you're not really focused on one area or the other. You're showing up again as this confident, successful person who can provide for themselves and provide for other people. You're very generous, you're very kind. This is what's attractive about you. This is what people are noticing about you. You're a boss. This is boss energy, but this is also a loving energy. This is also somebody that is a shoulder to cry on for the people around them, and also somebody who will provide. You will pay the bills, you will buy the groceries, and you will cook the food that you buy. You will cook the groceries. You're going to be there to nurse, the people around you back to health, and also nurse yourself back to health, and love and nurture yourself and support those around you, and love and nurture those around you. But you're still also going to go to work, or you're still going to focus on your business, your dreams, your goals. You're going to find a way to make it happen. And people may, with that strength card, people may see this as difficult, and with you, I feel like you make it look easy. Okay, I feel like you make it look easy. People are, with the strength card, this is inner strength. This is somebody that can overcome anything. The Ace of Wands, also an energy of overcoming. Knight of Swords at the bottom, an energy of overcoming, inspired action. And mind you, Pentacles energy is generally a slower moving energy. It's more slower paced, more moderate, and then, or rather slower paced. And then you have the Wands, the Strength card, and the Knight of Swords, which is more fiery, passionate, and assertive and quick moving. So there's moderation in who you are. I think the way you show up in general, there's moderation. For some of you, you could be viewed, one of the most attractive attributes about you could be your body. No matter how you view your body, with the Strength card, this is physical strength, right? The Queen of Pentacles, again, very elegant, and usually somebody who is shapely for the women. And for the men, this could be a very strong energy, because Pentacles is usually somebody that's disciplined, are usually somebody who has the energy to focus a lot on their physical health. So either you're starting to do this more with this Ace of Pentacles energy out here, or again, this could be another cycle that you're breaking in your family that's very attractive about you, is that you're somebody that's very focused on eating well, exercising, because Queen of Pentacles is a disciplined energy. This is, the Pentacles archetypes are disciplined. They're very focused and structured on their appearance, their looks, their physical health, their mental health, because they understand that their health is their wealth, and wealth is very important to them. Thus, health is too. So some of you could be physically fit, or you could just look like you exercise. You could naturally have this type of body structure that looks very strong and fit and refined. So also with the Ace of Wands, again, very powerful, very authoritative, very strong. Knight of Swords, strong body. Even though your body may be feminine, because as I stated, there's a beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energy here. This group is being viewed as high valued men and high valued women. As I stated, this is a very attractive pile. Like, people are viewing you as attractive, as somebody that has it all. Like, when we look at your most attractive attributes, they're viewing you as somebody that embodies, all of the most beautiful attributes, right? That would be attractive, loving and nurturing, like the cups energy that's out here, assertive and smart, intelligent, sharp, and driven with the Knight of Swords energy, fiery, passionate, assertive, dominant, somebody who is not afraid of obstacles and who's very bold and courageous with the Strength and Ace of Wands, but also somebody who's about balance, somebody who's about structure, security, stability, somebody that takes their time, somebody that, is willing to be patient with this Pentacles. You are definitely giving the energy of World, right? And mind you, the World did show itself when I first started shuffling for this group. So honestly, I can't say enough about this group. I'm telling you, you are being viewed, like, others view you as having an abundance of attractive energy. So for this group, you could attract a lot of attention, right? You could have a lot of suitors, even if you're not conscious of it. Because Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands, this is an attractive person. This is like giving lady in the streets, man in the streets, freak and sheep type of energy. Somebody who is, about business and who's very serious to some degree, but also somebody who can be very fun and fiery and passionate and kind of free spirited. So I don't think that many people can balance this type of energy. It's not really easy to embody. I mean, it's not easy to embody the Empress and Emperor energy, which is why not everybody does it. But based on these cards, this sums up an Emperor and an Empress. You're embodying this. And this is what is most attractive about you: your intellect, your sharpness, your loving, kind nature, your ability to focus on money and spirituality, your ability to be intuitive, your ability to overcome obstacles, your ability to overcome, generational cycles and setbacks, anything that you've experienced in the past in your lineage, any struggles in your lineage, any setbacks in your lineage. With this Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands, you're set out to overcome it. And with this Queen of Pentacles, you're patient about it. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands, the Strength, and the Knight of Swords, you are going to move very quickly. You're going to take quick action, and you're going to be able to help things grow, because Ace of Wands is about growth. And it's coming out with the Queen of Pentacles, which the Queen of Pentacles is very invested in growing, watering the seeds and making them grow. But I feel like for you, even though you're patient, I feel like people may feel like your success and your results come very quickly. And I feel like they feel like that because with the Knight of Swords, you're very resilient about pursuing things, right? The Knight of Swords moves to win. They go into battle to overcome any obstacle, to stand their ground. I do feel like a lot of you also, another most attractive attribute about you is you set boundaries. With this Knight of Swords strength card, you set boundaries. You're loving, you're nurturing, you're kind, compassionate, a sweet energy for the masculines and feminines here. But people see you as somebody who can be, again, very fiery with the Ace of Wands, with the strength card, somebody who can be very assertive with the Knight of Swords, somebody who is not afraid to put people in their place and to let people know where to get off at. You're not somebody that can be taken advantage of. And that's attractive to people because it's like you have so much to offer, and you do offer it, right? You are generous, you are kind, whether that's with your nurturing energy or your finances or your other resources. You are this energy. However, you're not somebody that can be played with. You're not somebody that can be taken advantage of. You're not somebody where people can take your kindness for weakness. With the Queen of Pentacles, she is very cautious about where she invests her energy and who she invests her energy into. So for this group, you don't just give your energy to anyone. This is somebody who you only give and help those who are willing to help themselves. You only give to those that are the closest to you, that rely on you, that need you, that can't give to themselves. And you take care of yourself. So you're somebody who is very determined to be independent, right? You're determined to do this on your own, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, this is somebody, as I stated earlier, that makes things happen by themselves. And the fact that it's coming out with the Ten of Cups is like you are single-handedly changing different, generational curses in your own lineage. You're single-handedly changing your own fate, right? So if you come from a background of struggle and trauma and, a lack of love and support, typically in many cases, this could mean that you're fated to repeat that cycle because it's a cycle. But in your case, with this Strength card, this Ace of Wands and Knight of Swords, people are finding it attractive that you're someone who's not allowing that. You're actually shifting this and changing your destiny, right? And that's attractive. So for this group, which of your most attractive traits and attributes do others notice? All of them. People see you in a highlight. There's nothing negative about these cards. Nothing. I feel like people have a lot of respect for you because the Queen of Pentacles is well respected and very much put on a pedestal. So yeah, you are very well respected. I don't know if you feel that way or if you see that, but people really admire you. You are very much admired. People feel like you do a lot, like you have a lot on your plate and somehow you make it work. And I feel like to others it looks easy. But with the Strength card, obviously some of these people realize that it's not easy, which is where the admiration and respect comes from. Because to do all of this is not easy, but you make it look effortless. With this Ace of Wands, you make it look like it's a breeze, like it's something that you're just blowing through. Yeah, but definitely very attractive, very seductive. I keep being drawn to this Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Yeah, you are very attractive. Even if you don't see it, the way you dress could also be very attractive. This could be something people see as most attractive. The way you dress, the way you smell, again, the way you walk, your hair, like the way you wear your hair could be very attractive as well. And people notice that. The way you sit. Yeah, I like this group. I like it. But I'm going to leave the reading there. And of course, if it resonated, please feel free to, like and subscribe. You can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you may return to my channel. There are other videos, topics, and readings there as well. But other than that, thank you for clicking on this video today. Welcome to your reading pile 2 regarding which of your most attractive attributes do others tend to notice about you the most? So I've already pre-shuffled. I generally do pull 5 cards, but much like pile 1, you got 6. So we'll identify those cards and then we'll get into your message. First card out for you is the Magician, followed by the Four of Wands. And then we have the High Priestess, followed by Justice. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck energy is the World card. So you're multifaceted, okay? It doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's just energy. So what I say in this reading will apply to both, okay? So first and foremost, with this High Priestess card, you're more than likely very attractive, right? Even if you don't feel like that, again, the way others see us is often different from how we see ourselves. The High Priestess is mysterious, right? This is someone who's like an enigma and can be very polarizing. But because of how private she is, while also having such an abundance of light and wisdom and inner knowledge within her, this is somebody who beams from the inside out. So that energy is very magnetic and oftentimes alluring. This is divine feminine energy. So definitely, again, somebody who doesn't chase but attracts. So for this group, you could be master manifestors. You could be the energy of someone who can see into the others, into the soul of others. You may have very beautiful, intense, kind of deep, maybe even slightly dark or glowy eyes. And maybe perhaps when you look at people, they could feel very intimidated under your gaze. People could feel like you're looking down into the very soul and core of who they are, like you can see everything about them just from a glance. And you probably can. Because with this group, it seems like what people notice about you is that you know yourself. And the High Priestess does, because this is somebody, again, who's transformed her shadow self. She's worked on herself. This is somebody who's very focused on spiritual growth. This is somebody who has, aligned her dark or her shadow self with her light. This is somebody who has direct, direct connection with source, with the divine, with God. So this is somebody very intuitive. And when you have that level of deep intuition and hidden knowledge, it affords you the ability to look at other people and see things about them that they're trying to hide. Okay. And I feel like people can sense that you are able to see beyond, down to the surface and beyond what they're showing you, even if you don't say anything, because the high priestess is very private. So I feel like people do find it attractive how private you are, how reserved you are, how you have this energy about you where you seem so conservative, or rather so closed off and kind of detached, but there's like this big, powerful, authoritative energy about you. It's like the moon. The moon, there's the light that shines from the inside out. But what's attractive about the moon and why so many people are attracted to it is because you can see the light within, but you don't actually know what it is. You don't actually have access to it. And that's how you appear to others. Again, an illusion in a sense. You're real, but to other people, you could seem otherworldly, or your energy could just give that. Now, when we go into the magician and the four of wands with the high priestess, the magician card is like knowing you can turn your thoughts into your reality. You know, the dreams you have, your desires. This is a card of manifestation, and knowing you have the power to manifest what you desire. And then the four of wands is the energy of having manifested the dreams and the life that you desired, right? And then we have the world card at the bottom, which is also, again, creating the life that you want. And it's also the energy of having spiritual and material abundance with the world card. And then you have the high priestess of spiritual abundance and transformation. And then you have it paired with the four of wands of material abundance and success. So for this group, I feel like you're someone who people see you as very successful, or they see you on the road to success. They see you as very confident, very passionate, even though it's quiet. This is a quiet, confident type of person. I feel like you move in silence. I feel like you work to create the life you wanted, to pursue your dreams and goals with just you and source. You and God, you and the universe. Only you and the divine work together. You are kind of private about your success. So you're a person who, you may go away, for example, and you could be working on yourself, healing. No one knows what you're doing. They may not see you for a while. And when they see you again, you've gone through a glow up, right? That glow up could be in any aspect, because the four of wands is every area of your life. It can apply to every area. So maybe some of you look different. You glow different. Your style has improved. You've gotten more in tune with yourself. So maybe you've changed something about your hair that you feel better suits you. But there's always an energy of you getting better and better. You may have, went away for a while. Nobody knew you were writing a book, and then all of a sudden, when you come out with the four of wands and the magician, it's a bestseller. Nobody even knew you were working on it. So for this pile, some of you could be people that work within the occult, because there's a lot of creative energy. So this is a pile of creative people. You have the Knight of Wands at the end, which is creative energy. And then you have the Four of Wands, which is also wands, creative, successful partnerships, business, and being celebrated for creative energy. And then you have the Magician, creative power. So yeah, I feel like this, some of you could be tarot readers, some of you could be um, astrology readers, some of you could be people that, again, you utilize occult. Obviously, you're hearing a tarot reading, but even beyond just tarot, I feel like these are people who you utilize, occult, occult things, occult aspects, occult tools to help guide you. But again, this group, you have direct, connection. So you are intuitive. You follow your intuition. You trust yourself. People can sense this, and it's attractive. You are somebody, again, you disappear, you work on yourself. When you come back, you have achieved something. Something successful has happened for you. I also feel like you're somebody who doesn't require other people, and you don't require validation, because when you have the four of wands, this is you being celebrated for your success, your creative endeavors. This is you being, admired and respected and appreciated for the, creating this four of wands success for yourself. But with the high priestess coming out, the high priestess is to herself, right? So it's like these people are celebrating you, these people are admiring you, these people are seeing you in this beautiful light with all of these, or achieving all of these things. But then with the high priestess, you're focused internally, right? So it's like you have the focus on your material world, and you're working towards it, but it's not It's like you're not solely fulfilled off of material and worldly success alone. It's like for you, the internal is just as important, if not more so, right? You're somebody, there's a beautiful balance of spiritual and material focus, especially when you have the high priestess paired with the justice, because the high priestess is having like a spiritual balance and harmony. And then the justice is having more of a traditional balance and harmony. It's two different justices, two different balances. It's like you are spiritual, but you're also rational, right? And again, this I love this group. With the justice card coming out, it could be literal, right? Some of you could be lawyers, you could be in the legal field, you could be into politics, or you could be teachers of some sort. I do feel like this is a group of people where you have a very strong integrity about you, and people see you as someone very trustworthy, as someone that gives great advice, and as someone that they can come to and trust again with their deep dark thoughts. So again, I feel like for this group, you may have people that approach you and they share very personal, vulnerable things with you. They feel like they can open up to you and not feel judged, and you're going to be fair with the justice card. You're going to use integrity with the high priestess. You're going to keep what they say to yourself. You're not going to use it against them. Okay. I also feel like people view you as someone with this high priestess energy where even if people come against you, right? Like even if people are hurting you or deceiving you or think they're getting away with something, it's like with the high priestess, people will have an inner knowing that you can see what's going on, but with the high priestess, you don't move, you don't act, you don't need to take action. It's like this inner knowing that with the justice card following, that they will be dealt with. Karma will come in, and people see this actually happen. So people could view you as being very spiritually and divinely protected, not just divinely guided, but also divinely protected. Someone who doesn't have to seek out vengeance. They see you as somebody that does not take revenge on others, even if you may want to at times, okay? They don't see you as somebody that does that. They see you as somebody that allows things to work themselves out on your behalf, and they see that it does. And then you have here the Three of Pentacles following the Justice card. Three of Pentacles is like partnerships, working with other people to build a business or creative endeavor, but working well with other people that are like-minded to create success. And then, of course, we have the High Priestess here of you also working on your own energy. And then you have the Justice here of being balanced. So I feel like people see you as someone who works well alone, but you're also able to work well with other people, very fair with other people, very cooperative, somebody that is trustworthy, somebody that is, not focused on self. There's no ego here. That's how I'm feeling. I feel like people see you in this high light, as this guiding light, as this powerful spiritual being and human being, but they're seeing you as somebody that still has an energy of being humble and having a lot of humility. It's almost like you don't have to flex. Even for those of you that are still, pursuing your success, people see this success already coming for you, coming to you, you getting to the success. But with the high priestess and the magician, this is you drawing the success in. There is inspired action with the Knight of Wands and you working with others with the Three of Pentacles. But again, it's like you put it out there with the magician and it's like you just allow it to come. There's a patience here. You don't seem like you're desperate for it. You desire it. You're willing to do the action to get to it. But at the same time, you allow. It's almost like an energy being free in your spirit with the Knight of Wands. This is free spirited energy. This is somebody that puts it out there, like with the Magician card, and then they take the inspired action, but then they allow and wait for it to come in. So you're not maybe somebody who is attached to the outcome. If you are, people don't see it that way. People don't see it that way. People see you as somebody who you have the fire, you have the drive, you have the passion and determination, and they see you as somebody that can be very hardworking. But for the most part, they see you as somebody who has the ability to make things happen for yourself with ease and grace. It may not be easy and graceful to you on the, behind the scenes, but people can't see behind the scenes with you. That's the point with the high priestess. It's attractive that people don't know what you're up to. People don't know what you're doing, and it makes people even more drawn to you and intrigued with you, but they can see the results. You are somebody who lets the results speak for themselves. You go through a glow up behind the scenes, whether that be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, energetically. You don't tell anyone about it. You keep it to yourself. You go through what you go through in silence. And when they see you again, you've transformed. And that is so admirable because they don't know how you're doing it, but they know you're doing it. They love that you can be on your own, but with the Four of Wands, you could be a part of a community and you could celebrate others while others celebrate you. With the Three of Pentacles, you can work with others in career and passionate pursuits, and people can trust you to be fair in business and to be cooperative. It's just a beautiful, multifaceted energy here. And I feel like a lot of people just admire this. With the Knight of Wands, again, you could be very physically attractive, like your body type. Could be, you could have like a very again, alluring, seductive, sultry nature to you, a similar element to pile one. Somebody who is very, again, divine feminine, very reserved, very much to themselves, not really seeking attention, but easily attracting attention to them regardless because your energy is so sexy. There's something very spiritual about you, but it's giving like spiritual baddie, honey. Whether you're masculine or feminine, like this is giving like spiritual hottie type of energy. And then you have the world. Yeah, the world is about achieving and ending a difficult cycle and journey. Okay, so, and it's also, again, as I stated earlier, a spiritual and material abundance equally. People are seeing you as somebody who either has or is currently creating the life in the world that you desire for yourself. Okay, maybe you're somebody who is also well traveled, right? For some of you, you may travel alone, and people may find that attractive that you have the confidence to travel the world by yourself, and you have the confidence to pursue your dreams and goals by yourself and do this work behind the scenes without any help, but also being able to work on a team and be just as successful, if not more so. So for this group, yeah, there's a lot that's attractive about you. It's very much a very beautiful balance of masculine and feminine energy. And people are attracted to you. You draw in a lot of energy, but your journey may have been difficult because the world card is usually coming to a difficult journey. And when you're in the high priestess energy, you went through it. Okay, I'm speaking from personal experience. It is not easy to embody that energy. It is not easy to come into that energy, and it does feel like a constant. Um, it feels like something that is constantly happening, right? It's something you're constantly working on. So you're someone who more than likely has traveled through some darkness. Some of you have already come into this success. Others of you, people see you drawing this success into you while also pursuing it. Again, you're somebody that puts in the action, but you also know how to wait for it to come. So there's a lot that is attractive about you. A lot. Yeah, this is a lovely energy. You have a very strong presence about you. That some of you could be spiritual gurus or people see you as such. Again, some of you could be teachers or people see you as such. Also, some of you could give very great advice. People see you as someone who gives wonderful advice, trustworthy advice, resourceful, reliable advice. They see you as somebody who would be a great friend, but they also see you as someone, again, who prefers to be to themselves. It's almost like people desire to be in your company, and it's attractive that you could be a part of a community, right? Or that there are people that desire to be in your company and in your space, but you just love you enjoy being on your own. Some of you may not mind, being in a community with the Four of Wands, right? As I stated, some of you could have already achieved your success, and that's one of the most attractive things about you, is even though you've achieved the success, as I stated, you still are focused on spiritual and emotional internal aspects of who you are. But all in all, this is somebody who's very reserved. You go through what you go through in private. You try not to burden others with it. And it's simply because you trust in yourself and only in the divine to get you through what you go through. And when you do get through to the other side, I feel like this is a group that constantly is like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You go through cycles with this world card, but you always arrive even better than before. If you lose a job, you get a better one. If a business fails, you rebuild it, or you start over or pick up where you left off and take it to new heights, or you have the ability to do this. No matter how attractive you may be, it's like you're always getting more attractive, because as we heal on the inside, generally a lot of times it affects the way we look on the outside. So I feel like you glow. You glow. I feel like you are a very attractive energy, masculine and feminine. You are attractive, and you could be very highly desired with this Knight of Wands at the end and this High Priestess. Yeah, you are powerful. You could again have a strong sex appeal, strong sex appeal, very much. But let me go ahead and end this because I'm very drawn to this energy, very attractive energy. Again, some similar elements to pile one, but the energy, the messages are, mostly different. This is very spiritually inclined. Yeah, you are definitely an enigma because I'm very drawn to this energy, like in a very intense way. You have to be very, very alluring. Even if you don't think so, people see this as attractive about you. Yeah, you've learned a lot of lessons in life. Some of these people may have seen you go through some stuff, but you came out better than before, and you constantly do this. But I am going to leave it there. And of course, if it resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe, and you can let me know in the comments if you choose. And if interested, you may return to my channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, you have a great day. Welcome to your reading pile 3 regarding which of your most attractive attributes do others tend to notice the most. So I've already pre-shuffled and pulled 5 cards. We're going to identify the cards that came out and then we'll get into your message. So the first card out is the Nine of Swords followed by the Ace of Wands. And then we have the Hierophant followed by the Five of Wands. The final card out is the Lovers. Bottom of the deck energy is the Chariot. So a few different messages are coming through, which is to be expected. And I will get into each one. First and foremost, though, for this group, those drawn to this pile, there's an energy of passion, of intensity, of courage, boldness, assertive energy coming through. With this Ace of Wands energy, this Five of Wands energy, and then the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, this denotes to me that those drawn to this pile, one of the most attractive attributes about you that people tend to notice is your boldness. I feel like your confidence, your assertiveness, this determination to live your life according to your own decisions and to stand your ground for your own beliefs and your own choices and your own desires in life is something that lends to an energy of allure, a magnet, basically a magnetic aura. There's an energy of sexiness to you that I feel comes through very strongly. And when we look at when we look at the Nine of Swords going into the Ace of Wands in the beginning, the Nine of Swords is about anxiety, stress, depression, worries, insomnia. It's just not a great energy. But then it's going into the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is about optimism, passion, desire, the desire to pursue one's dreams and goals in a very assertive and quick way. And I feel like with these two coming together, one of the most attractive attributes about you that others tend to notice is that no matter what your fears are, no matter what your doubts or anxiety are about how things are going to go or about what you choose in life, with this Ace of Wands, you take action and you're willing to pursue and start a path and journey towards your dreams and goals regardless. Because we do again have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. And this is also the energy of being in control of one's own life, one's own destiny, choosing to get in the driver's seat and start a journey to, a path to victory and success. This is the energy of being driven and ambitious and focused to manifest and create what you desire and to pursue what you desire. And then, of course, you have the Hierophant coming out after the Ace of Wands. The Hierophant is about societal norms. It's about traditional values, typically within one's culture, race, ethnicity, religion, or just in society overall. And it's kind of what's expected of you from others. With the Lovers coming out at the end, this is romance, but it's also any close relationships or connections we have overall. So I feel like for this group, there's something about you or about your life or about who you are that is maybe viewed as a bit taboo or viewed as something that is unconventional. I feel like you may have unconventional beliefs. You could be a part of the LGBTQ community. And maybe with this Ace of Wands, this denotes for some of you that your desire or your attraction is to, for example, the same gender for a few of you. And maybe with the Hierophant coming out, that's unconventional. That would be viewed as by society as, technically taboo, even though we're, in newer times. And then when you have the Five of Wands coming out after that, this is usually conflict with the Lover's energy with close loved ones or someone close to you who disagree with this or a community that disagrees with it. And it's like you don't care. With this Chariot at the bottom, you still, are who you are. You still live in your truth, no matter how anyone feels about it. For those of you where this is, your dreams, your goals, for example, some of you may want to, the Ace of Wands is about our passion projects, right? It can be about, new business ventures, but usually something that is creative. So for this group, you could have something that you're interested in starting or that you have started, that is a hobby or something that you invest time into that you want to build and grow, with the Ace of Wands and the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. But it could be something that others may view as not really the status quo, right? For example, some of you may say, okay, I want to be an artist. I want to paint for a living. The people close to you may view that as something that is not in alignment because they don't see how you could be successful from that, or it's a long shot. Some of you may want to be actors or actresses or singers or authors, but essentially this is something that is unconventional. It's an unconventional approach, an unconventional desire, something that the people close to you or that people at a large would view as not acceptable or that is not common. So therefore it must be bad. And it is something with this Five of Wands where the people close to you or the people at large may come up against you. But others view you as someone, again, with the Chariot energy and the Ace of Wands, you don't care. Even with the Nine of Swords, even if you have fear and anxiety, or as they would see it, you should have fear and anxiety about, whatever this Ace of Wands unconventional energy is, what this difference is about you, what this unique approach or goal or dream or passion is. No matter if there's fear and anxiety about that because of what society or the people close to you will say, you still live in your truth. You still, pursue the dreams and goals you want. You still, are attracted to, the same gender, for example, if this is LGBTQ, and you still are, dating who you want to date or in a relationship with the person you want to be in a relationship with. And with this Five of Wands, you don't care about the disagreements. You stand your ground. You're willing to fight, argue, fuss, whatever you have to do, but you're going to stand in your truth and you're going to, stand in the power that you have. This group has a very powerful energy and it's viewed as very attractive. It's kind of giving a little bit of like a rebel. So some people may view you as a rebel, somebody who is very focused and determined on doing things the way that they want for their own life, living the life that they want, creating the life that they want, pursuing, the path and journey that they feel aligns with them, no matter how society or the people close to them may feel about it. That is very attractive to others because, again, we live in a society where everybody or a lot of people want to be the same. They want to be accepted. They want to be validated, even if it's not in alignment with who they truly are at a core, what they really desire in life. They do it to keep the peace or to be accepted or to be loved. Whereas with you, that's not a concern, right? Even with this Nine of Swords, even if there's some fear and anxiety, it's not enough to cause you to align with what other people want for you. So people see you as being this unique energy, this person who is willing to walk alone if you have to. But at the end of the day, with this Chariot at the bottom, what you're focused on is victory and success. Whether that be with you finding, an LGBTQ partner that you want to be with and live this beautiful long life with the Chariot card in your truth and creating victory and success along the way, or whether this is maybe you going back to school and maybe you're at an age where people disagree, or you're pursuing a degree or major rather that people feel is not conventional or doesn't pay enough or it's not necessary or it's a waste of time. With this Chariot, you're focused on creating, again, your own victory and success. So you're going to go back to school and pursue what you want. You're going to start a business that you want. You're going to pursue, a singing career if you want, an acting career, a painting career, a writing career. Whatever this unconventional approach or attraction or passion that you have is, you do not allow other people to dictate or try to put enough fear in you to force you into a line and into a path and journey that will not make you happy. So the fact that you are focused on your own happiness, your own passions, your own, you know, legacy is what is one of the most attractive attributes about you. And people can see this. So some of you could have a very stern look about you. Even if you're sweet as pie on the core, I find that some of the sweetest people tend to have a very stern or stoic exterior. And oftentimes it is something that protects them. It's something that protects that soft core. And it's something that they've had to do, especially with the Five of Wands out here. You may have had to feel like you've had to always be on guard. So on an external level, yeah, you could have, RBF, resting bitch face. You could have the energy of somebody that is not to be crossed. You could have a very stern tone when you speak, but these are things that are very attractive about you. It's like this power. It's kind of giving a little bit of an alpha energy. So like the alpha male, alpha female energy. And it's very attractive. People love that power. They love the authority, that you have over yourself. They love that you don't desire to fit in. They love that you don't care about being validated. They love that you don't care what other people think. People are attracted to the fact that you care about your own opinion. You're not out here competing for attention or for validation. You're competing with yourself to be the best version of yourself and to be your most authentic self. And that is being viewed as very attractive. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I also want to say that in a situation where this is close relatives or family or friend, if this is close relatives or friends or even romantic partners or just in general, people at large, I feel like you're someone who is not afraid to cut off connections and move away from connections that do not agree with who you are on an authentic level. It's like, again, with this Five of Wands, when there's chaos, when there's disruption, with this Lover's energy, with close people or people that have access to you, with the Chariot, this is movement. It's like you quickly move forward. You quickly move away from that toxic energy and focus again. You refocus your energy on your dreams and desires. And I do feel again with this Nine of Swords and Ace of Wands, this is also confirming again the same thing, that even when in your pursuit for your dreams and goals, no matter what those fears are, even not related to societal norms, just anything that would cause fear. For example, there could be a fear of failure in pursuing your dreams and goals. You're being viewed as someone who doesn't allow your own fears, your own fears, or with this Five of Wands, other people's, disagreement or disapproval to hold you back, right? You're somebody that overcomes fears and you push through. It's almost like your fear fuels you or challenges you to conquer it. You're being viewed as somebody that is a conqueror in your own right. I love the energy. I really do. And I love how straightforward your reading is. But you do come across as very passionate, fiery, and intense, and it is sexy. Like it's this energy is coming across as sexy, especially with the Ace of Wands, but also with the Chariot, because again, this is authority, this is power and control. This energy always kind of reminds me of Leo. So yeah, you are being seen very fiery, very intense, very passionate, very driven, very ambitious, very unique, very authentic to who you are, and unapologetic. This group, you guys live unapologetically. You show up as yourself and you're unapologetic about it. And if somebody dislikes it, you have no problem with being verbally, you know, protective over yourself, where you will argue, you will speak up, but also physically, if it has to be a physical altercation, because the Five of Wands can be physical altercations. But yeah, you are led by your own thoughts and your own heart with this Ace of Wands. This is the mind energy. This is where it starts in the head. This is an idea. This is a new beginning. This is a spark. You follow your spark. You follow your passion. You follow what inspires you, what you desire, what your heart desires. And you are very assertive and diligent and focused and persistent and passionate about it. And you let no one, deter that. You're being viewed as very motivated for the right reasons. And that's something that is, again, very attractive about you. Your motivation, your inspiration, no matter what you have to come up against internally with the Nine of Swords or what you have to come up against externally with the Five of Wands. That inspiration, that motivation, that passion, that spark, it's something that it just doesn't move you. Yeah, you could be, again, very physically strong too, because the energy here just feels very powerful, very, even for the women, you could have like a very, even if you're curvy, right? Because there is a seductive sexiness here, so you could be more than likely curvy for the women, but your body still looks very strong, very fit. No matter how you're shaped or what size you are, there's something very fit or strong or uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Something very unbreakable about your demeanor. You just look like somebody that, based on these cards, you give off the vibe, I guess, to people that you can overcome anything mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. financially with the success, of the Chariot. You just seem like somebody that can overcome anything. It's like nothing is going to stop you or hold you back. And people are very attracted to it. They find that to be very attractive. It draws people in. Now, again, it's polarizing, like I said, which is this Five of Wands. So there could be some people intimidated by you. In fact, I feel like, you come across intimidated people a lot, but you seem unbothered. This pile, it seems like you're very unbothered. And that could be, again, what's attractive about you're unbothered. It's like you just go through life and you're not really concerned with what people have to say about who you show up as. And it's just this kind of cool, suave, but assertive, powerful energy that's coming through. And the lovers is also can be decisions. It can be being at a crossroads between two paths. And this again denotes what I said with the Chariot. You choose the path that makes you happy. It's like a conflict over your path in life, your journey, what you choose, and being pulled between two different, avenues. But ultimately, you always choose yourself, as you should. But I am going to leave the reading there. And of course, if it resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe. And if interested, you can let me know in the comments. And of course, I do thank you for clicking on the video today. And if you're interested, you can return to the channel. There are other topics, videos, and readings there as well. But other than that, you have a wonderful day.